Have you ever considered setting up a promotional strategy? Maybe it's for Prime Day, maybe it's for quarter 4, or perhaps you just have other specials to potentially move more inventory when you've got a lot of inventory that's kind of sitting in Amazon's warehouse. Hi, my name is Aaron Farrell with Sellers Arena, and in today's video, we're going to talk about utilizing promotions correctly and what mistake you should absolutely avoid when setting up a coupon on your listing. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so hopping right into a listing right here. This is basically kind of a go-to as of late, right? Creatine, because it's a very popular sports nutrition supplement. Just taking a look at their current promotional strategy and kind of like what they're doing right and maybe what they're doing wrong. Are they even doing anything right at all? That's the question, right? So basically the first thing that I see here is actually looking at the coupon right here, and what it says is that essentially they're going to give you 5% off when you apply that coupon. Now, when's the last time you jumped out of bed for 5% off, right? Like, you're not like sitting there and just thinking, oh man, like just kind of waiting, for that product to go 5% off, right? So number one, I think that the amount of the coupon is kind of a joke in my opinion. I get it, right? There's definitely margin that you have to consider, through this whole process if you're going to add a coupon code. But in a sports nutrition product like this, I think that you want to look at the long term much more than just the short run, right? Like, even if you had to lose money to sell this product, well, chances are bodybuilders, people that work out, I mean, this is a consumable product. They're going to come back over and over and over again, right? So I think that just number one, 5% is not too appealing. Number two, 5% makes people do math in their head, right? Like, that's another problem, and that's another friction point for actually buying this product, right? Because it's $21.99, I can save 5%, but what is that math, right? I can do the math probably pretty easily because I generally would just move the decimal over. It'd be like 219 divided by 2. 219 is 10% divided by 2, and you got $1.09, $1.10, something like that. But I actually had to pull it up right on Google here just to show you the math. It's really just not something that you can quickly just think in your head. For the most part, you want to make the actual offer, the actual promotion that you're running, easily understandable. In our opinion at Sellers Arena, it's much more effective to do a dollar off amount than it is to do a percentage off amount, unless you've got something very significant, right? Like if you had a 50% off coupon or 60% off, of course, that's probably going to sound even more appealing than maybe $10 off, right? But it can just really depend on a case-by-case basis. But as a generality, especially if you're doing under, I would say 20% off, I would try to stick with more of a dollar off amount, so that way people don't have to do that math in their head and they can easily just make a decision right away, right? Now, as I scroll down, one other thing here that I'm seeing is subscribe and save, which is great that they actually have this, number one, because believe it or not, a lot of companies that sell these types of products, they don't actually set up subscribe and save, which, as you probably know, if you've been selling on Amazon, it's just going to continue to build up a recurring revenue stream for you. So one of my beliefs, at least in the subscribe and save, especially if you know what's called your LTV or your lifetime value on your product. Like, let's say, for example, every person that purchases this Evolution Nutrition Creatine 5000, right? They're buying it 5 times. Well, if your average price is about $20, that means you're generating about $100 of sales. Now that's revenue, right? But not profit, but that is about $100 in sales per customer. So obviously you need to consider that in your ad strategy, but specifically around promotions, I think that this is where, on the subscribe and save, I might even try to set up some sort of special deal, special offer for the first time that they actually purchase this, that they're going to get it for super cheap. Maybe you give it to them for $5 or $10, and yeah, of course, you're either going to break even or you may even lose a little bit of money on the front end sale, but just think about how many more people are actually going to come back to you and purchase, especially if they got a killer deal on the first time and they're setting up subscribe and save, so they literally have to go in and physically cancel it inside their Amazon account once they do it. So yeah, I mean, basically this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but I just wanted to kind of explain these two things. Number one, the coupon that you're going to be adding on for a one-time purchase, and then number two, making sure that that subscribe and save has a really good offer or even a coupon that's going to give them an incredible deal. And just knowing your long-term numbers, you want to believe how many people that I speak to that unfortunately don't really have a good grasp on their overall margin, you know, what they can do, what they can't do, and they also don't have any idea in terms of LTV or lifetime value of each customer. And you know, guys, this is extremely important marketing 101. You know, it's not always about that first sale, right? It's about that second, third, fourth, and fifth sale afterwards. So you got to stop being in the mindset of being more short-term thinking and just solely concerned about how much profit am I going to make on this one sale, right? And start to think about the long term. You know, how much money am I going to make over the next 6 months, 12 months, 2, 3, 4 years by actually getting this in the hands of my consumers and having them try it for themselves, because obviously it's got a good star rating, right? Another thing you can do that I don't see this brand doing, and I actually don't see a lot of brands doing, is starting to offer little sample packs, right? You can sell them for super cheap. Intent there, obviously, I think too, would be probably to break even, but just initially to get your product, as I said, in the hands of your consumers, so that way they can really attest to the quality and everything that you're doing there. It's just all about a mindset shift of going from the short-term thinking to long-term thinking. And I hope this video has been informative for you. If it has, give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to be notified of videos just like this one. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.